Completely unrelated to the cab swap, this motor is getting pulled off. I'm going to take it back to my house and get it running good and maybe swap it out into my truck. Now I just got to figure out how to get it in there. And then eventually maybe into there. Well, that was mostly painless. Spilled a little bit of oil, but for the most part it was not too hard to do by myself. Well, I got the motor to my house here, but now I got to figure out how am I going to get out of the bed. I don't have a Kubota in my house, so this is going to get interesting. Hey guys, I finally went and got my engine hoist, was able to finally get the engine out of my truck, but I cannot get it on the stand yet. Need to get some bell housing bolts, and the stand doesn't quite fit under the hoist yet. So that'll be somewhat of like a winter project. I'll get to that when I get to it, but at least I have my truck back. Got some other stuff I need to do with it. When it comes time, I want to get rid of the high-rise intake and get a lower one for more of a low torque kind of an aspect. It's also got a 650 Holley carburetor, which is a little too much for this poor little 305. I got all kinds of exhaust parts over here I'm going to put on it. Get this thing all good and ready to go to be the new engine for this truck. This is too hard to go outside and work on my truck. I decided, let's see what I can do with this, see if I can get on the engine stand. I'm going to pick it up with this beam. I put some extra supports on it last year when I was doing some work in the garage, so I think it'll hold. Let's find out. I didn't like it. I saw a little bit of flexing. I don't want to mess around with it, so I'm going to brace it up even more and go from there. There we go, my extra support. Might not be the safest thing, but it's working. I was able to get it up and get it onto the stand. I had to shorten the strap here a good bit, though, so that hopefully I can actually get it strapped to the bell housing. We're about to try it, so let's find out. Well, I got the motor almost supported by the stand. I got a couple bolts in here, but these two are too long. These two are just barely long enough, so I don't really trust them. And this won't line up, so I think I'm going to have to grab a bottle jack here and stick it under there and try to jack up the front so I can get those motor mounts to sit on there. Didn't think about it, but this starter does not fit on this bell housing, so now I got to try to wiggle this starter off of here without pulling all the way off because it's still holding up some weight. There we go. On the stand now to try to start getting it running, maybe get a mount for a radiator and some gauges up here with a key start on the stand, and we'll be all good to go.